First of all, I want to say that I am in no way an expert when it comes to Counter-Strike. I've played for a long time, since the mod was released as a standalone title, but that doesn't translate into being a skilled player. I'm sure Tom and Das can testify to the fact that as a member of a team I coordinate well and provide support, but when I go rogue I'm often outmatched. That being the case, I spent a lot of my Condition Zero and Source hours playing against bots, and for the most part they provided a decent challenge, especially on the later difficulties. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for Global Offensive. The problem, if you can call it that, is that if the best bot is even remotely better than the worst player, people would be kicked from competitive matches in favour of an AI teammate. After a while of playing with bots on previous titles, I began to tinker with the profiles and created leagues and tournaments that I would keep track of, because I'm a fucking loser. If a bot did well during a match, it would get a boost to skill and reaction times, and if it did poorly, they would be worsened. This kept the game interesting for me long after I'd gotten bored of playing it myself, since I've always been fascinated by AI. And fixing nav meshes and messing with the profiles helped me create bots that became more and more like real players. With the help of mods and plugins, I was able to give bots, on Condition Zero, basic strategies. Smoke the double doors to avoid an early T-kill, patrol both bomb sites instead of going rogue, flashbang through doorways before entering a hostage room. Basic stuff. I've had an idea for a while, and I've finished working out enough of the kinks that I feel confident enough to get a final opinion from you guys. I want to share my sad as hell time killer, and set up a bot tournament in a way that you guys can get involved. At the start, all bots will be kinda stupid, and follow the basic behaviours built into the game, and you guys can get involved by sponsoring one. When a sponsored bot does well, its skill and reaction times will increase, and it'll play better. You get to decide the bot's name, favourite weapon, and how aggressive it behaves. A more aggressive bot will rush objectives and investigate noises, whereas a less aggressive bot will camp objectives and support its teammates. The decision I need you guys to make is whether this is done on Counter-Strike Go or the older title, Source. I've weighed up the pros and cons, and you can let me know your opinion either in the comment section here or via a poll I've created on Twitter. Global Offensive. Thanks to the auto-director, I'd be able to get matches out quicker and possibly do more per week if more people got interested. At the moment, it would be limited to 10 per game, but I can rotate players if we have more than that. You'd be able to set your own avatar if you're into the superficial side of things, and in that same vein, Go also looks a lot nicer. There's a lot more information on the spectator HUD for Go, so there'll be more information readily available for you guys while you're watching it. Unfortunately, the bots for CSGO are hard-coded to be complete dogshit, and it would take a lot of research and work to get them to have any sense of strategy. Now that doesn't mean that it can't be done, but it does mean that for the first tournament they'd be a little, well, stupid. Because of this, for the first tournament the action may be somewhat slower and harder to provide commentary for. Source. Source TV is miles behind GOTV, for obvious reasons. And this means that getting a match onto the channel would take longer, as making sure I recorded the best angles and point of views for all the bots would be manually done. However, this does mean that commentary would be easier. There's no overlay for spectator mode besides the map, which means there'd be a lot less information readily available during the matches. The bots for Source were designed to be a training alternative for teams and clans, and therefore are much better. Without a competitive league, there was no need to dumb them down for online play, and they'll even aim for the head. Shocker. Without an actual player in the game, CTs have a tendency to rush T-spawn until they're a certain skill level. This puts the teams at a disadvantage in the early stage before sponsored bots get better. So there you have it. The choice is in your hands. When the poll on Twitter ends, I'll record the first match with a couple of sponsors from tube loaders who help me iron out some of the details. Don't worry, nobody gets any special bonuses and all the bots are going to be starting at the same skill level. If you join late, your bot will be matched to the current lowest sponsored bot in the league. And if you do want to get involved, all you need to do is let us know either in the comments section on one of the matches, or tweet us on Twitter. I've been Jason from Beer and Games. Enjoy the tournament. I need another beer.